Hello, fellow hams. This is KD0WAU. This is Barb. We're looking at my Yaesu FT817 paired with the Auto Tuner Z817, and we have it hooked up to Digirig. What we're going to do today is use WSJT and GridTracker for FT8, and we're going to control the rig by using FLRig. So let's get started. Okay, first thing we do is have the radio on before we start and before we bring up the computer. So we've got FLRig going on. I've configured it for FT817 and under the transceiver. And the port, I have to know that I'm on COM8, and you can do that through Device Manager. If you look at the ports, you'll see what Silicon Labs is usually what it says there. So we're there. Now I'm going to bring up WSJT. Here it is. Okay, we're waiting for it to load. And this message just tells us when the new edition of WSJT comes out. That's September 2024. And there's the waterfall coming down, which tells us we're connecting rather good. And in a moment, we're going to see, because we have the monitor on, we're going to see the radios that are out there trying to make QSOs. And that green means that someone's calling CQ. There are different colors in there that you can look and see. Sometimes there's continents, some says Europe. So the other thing we're going to bring up, let's bring down our waterfall. The other thing I like is GridTracker, which tells us what's going on inside of FT8. And it makes it a lot more fun to watch what's going on. So it's loading up right now. And you can see people are out there calling CQ, so that's great. And we'll, as soon as GridTracker is up all the way, I'll make a contact. We'll double click on one of these green CQs and see if they can hear us. We'd like to make sure that our decibels are fine and we're at 80% power here. These are standard messages over here. Okay, this is me right there. Let me put these down so you can see this is me, KD0WAU, all right? And now we're waiting for a nice green to show up, okay? And we're gonna go here, and you'll notice this goes yellow. We are now enabled transmit, and I'm sending in my grid, and I'm trying to make a contact. He is in Alturas, California. I am using 5 watts, so 5 watts calling California. All right, that's the lookup coming out of tracker. And here, that's me, that red line. Let's see if we can pull this over. That's me trying to get this fella. And he's already seen me, and he came back and said, I'm a 23. And I said to him, I'm a 2. So those are 2 signal reports. So we have now officially made contact with each other. Okay. And that's a good sign. All right. And this popped up. That means that we have made a QSO. There's the 2 and the 23, 2 sent, negative 2 sent, negative 23 received. And his name didn't come up here, so I'm going to put it in if I can find his lookup page. Here it is. Here's his lookup page. Let's bring it up and see what his name was. His name, hello, is David Bullard. Okay, so let's see. D-A-V-I-D. I have my caps on. D-A-V-I-D, Bullard, B-U-L-L-A-R-D. Now when I say okay, that I'm going to record it, that's about all I need. I'm going to say okay. And so I have turned around and said 73 to David, and he's off and running. Let's look. I'm logging at my using my QRZ page. So let's refresh. And we know David was NT6K, and there it is. NT6K was put on by GridTracker, and there's the pop-up notice. Okay, and then we don't need to look at unless you want to. Let's see, he does do QRZ. He doesn't do ESQL. He does do log of the world. Okay, so that's how you do and how you track. There's a lot more functions here that you can just click on it, and this will tell you the current weather. Here's what's going on out there. How many CQs are going on, and I can also. I'm not going to do it because this video is getting a little long, but if I wanted to do just CQ on my own, I could leave it here where the dot is right here, and I could enable transmit. And the next time this goes out, you're going to see me calling CQ. Okay, so there we go. I'm calling CQ out there, okay? And I would be on somebody's list. But in a nutshell, that's what it's all about. If I wanted to do just a certain person to CQ, let me do this. If I wanted to go to a certain person, let's see who's out there. If I wanted to go to W4FN. So if I wanted to put in this little space, W4FN, okay, I standard message, and I want to go call him there, and I enable. And so the next time it comes around, I'm now calling CQ to this W. Here it is. I'm now calling CQ W4FN. Here I am, W4FN. I'm calling him, and I'm telling him my grid. So that's how you contact somebody. In any case, I hope that helps. By the way, if I wanted to go to push that contacts to log of the world, I just export off of QRZ, export new and updated records. I'm exporting to log of the world, and it says I've signed 5 records and up to log of the world. So I want to thank you for watching the video. I want to say 73, everyone.